Hi guys, my name is Mr. Importer Exporter, the number one importer and exporter in Africa, and I said we only want only me, no other. So here today I'll be dealing with understanding the market research and demand. So start importation without burning capital, without being harassed by how much you have. So we are in the series of 5 key things to know before you start importation, and today I'll be treating market demand and research. First thing first, you need to understand before you start importation on a very serious note is, what is my niche? So what kind of product am I going to sell? That is very important. That's the key. So because it is when you understand the niche, you'll be able to understand the problem your product is going to solve. Every product is made to solve a problem. So if whatever you want to start selling or start importing, you should understand what problem is it going to solve. And that will give you the demand that it's going to have. Because some people start business based on the other person is running a business and they just need to start because the Mr. A is running it and is successful. So let me start because somebody else is doing it. You don't do business because somebody else is doing the business. That's a failure. Because the energy the person is running the business with and the enthusiasm, the zeal, you don't have it. So don't run business because you see somebody succeeding in a business, you don't jump into a business. No. You need to understand, am I wired for that kind of business? So your niche first. You find out, what is my product? What is my niche? Am I into fashion? Am I going to go into household item, house decors or kitchen equipment? Or you must find a niche. That's very important. And it is the first thing first to consider if you must do anything importation. Even when it has to do with export, it is also same. Because not everybody is not your customer. So you need to find a niche and grow it so that they will know you for one thing. They will know you that you're selling kitchen accessories or kitchen utensils. They will know you that you're selling building materials. They will know you that you're selling fashion items. They will know you because you're a hair vendor. Don't start business selling everything. So that's number one, your niche. Number 2 is, who is my prospect customer? Prospect customer, it is also very important because who is going to buy my product? So I'm going to sell a product. I want to import products. Who are they? My classmates, or are they online? Are they Instagram online, or are they on TikTok, or are they in the open market, or are they the aged ones, or are they going to be the people in the hospital? Because there are products that is only served for people in the hospital. There are also products like some years ago we had a consultation with a hospital that we needed a bed. The pumping bed, air bed was supposed to be serving them so that they can use it to take care of. Some people were using the air bed for at home, but it wasn't lasting. So they complained and they didn't buy. Because air bed was not made to use every day. It was made to use occasionally. Maybe at the beach, maybe at some places. But so if you're going into a bed, for instance, you know that your target, your prospect customer should be people who have vacations, people who go to take care of people in the hospital, or people who go for beaches or picnics. Such people are your target audience and your target customer. So this is very important. And also, when you know your prospect customers, you'll be able to begin to study how to reach to them. How do I reach them? How do I reach them? How do you create a funnel, a sales funnel? I'm writing a book on Trade Master and Sales Master. So in Sales Master, I'm designing how to create a funnel to help you sell right, help you know who is your customer and how to identify your customer. So it is very important you understand who is your customer, what they want, and then you also learn how to serve them better. You begin to study how your product is working, how am I going to use this problem, and how am I going to market it, because you understand who your customer is. Very important. In Africa, we should grow and learn to always have a business development system to be able to filter who is your customer and who is not your customer. Number 3 is, which country is selling my product? Which country? So you need to understand that not every country in the world is producing that. So is my product coming from India? Is my product coming from China? Is my product coming from Turkey. For those of us here in the West Africa of Nigeria, you notice that most of our product for kitchen is more in China, but for furniture is more in Turkey. But something like cosmetics also more coming from Dubai. So there are many, but something like more of equipment and hospital equipment, most of people go to India. So you need to understand the niche where you want to focus on. Sincerely speaking, those are the things. Okay, my product is coming from China, so that is where you begin to develop. So which city in China, which factory in China? You begin to do your research, plan your research ahead of time. Get to know the market, get to know the city, get to know the country. Begin to look for contact, begin to connect. You don't do that everything at once. You take it step by step. These are the things you must know. Which country is my product coming from? Very, very key to business. Which country is my product coming from? Very, very key to business. I said, if you don't know the country is coming, your product is coming from, you might actually lose out, because you wouldn't even know how to start a business. So, because you might see a product in the market, people are having demand for it, but you don't know where it's coming from. So how would you now know how to get the supplier? How would you now know how to trace it? So these are the things you need to understand. Number four is very important. Very, very important. Pay attention. Very, very important. So number 4 is, who is my competitor? Every business has a competitor. You can't say you're the only one selling it. You can't say the only one that knows the business. Every business, whether service rendering or product-based business, has a competitor. And if you don't know the strategies your competitors are using, you may probably not get into the business. So you need to understand, who is my competitor? What are they doing that I should know? Okay, how are they doing it so that I should learn? In fact, sometimes before you even run a business, go to a place and volunteer. You know, some years ago, I volunteered in a company. And as I speak to you, I know everything about that company, but I'm not even in that line of business. But imagine if I want to start that kind of business. Sincerely speaking, I will not lack wisdom, because everything about it I already know. So that's what I'm saying. You have to learn from your competitors. Your competitors should teach you. And you must know project. You should go to their website to check what they are doing. You should also go online and ask questions. Who are my competitors? And thank God for our generation, we have AI. Everything you're looking for, how to get your competitors, what they are doing. If you're in logistics, it's like the biggest company in logistics is something like UPS, DHL, and now we have like the marine, we have like MSK and the rest of them, in terms of the shipping industries and marine industries, so all those things. If you're in those business like us, you can just go and ask questions. How are they operating their system? The right thing is to investigate your competitors, so that you will not run down, so that you will not run with so much energy. When you don't know how to put things right, you will be wasting your energy on the things you shouldn't waste your energy. Very key to that. Very, very key. So that's number 4 I just mentioned. Number 5 is testing the market. You can't start without testing. That's why even when Toyota does a car, they drive it and test it and even jam it and even hit it. They want to test it, rough ride it to see the quality so that they can boast of it. You need to test it. You need to bring the product, even if it's one piece, and ask the supplier, give me a sample. Many suppliers can even give you sample free of charge. Samples, you don't need to pay money. So in many suppliers in Asia, based on my 10 years and 15 years experience now, they can give you sample. You don't even need to give them money. You can pay for the DHL that will deliver the sample, and that's all. You take the sample, you can do a promotion. You can do $5 on that promotion per day on Meta or even TikTok, or so that you will know, is this product really needed? You test the market, test the quality, you to look at it clearly, so that you won't import something that at the end of it you end up packing it at your packing store or leaving it behind. These 5 things I mentioned is the first 5 things you must know before you start importation. Importation is easy, importation is very good, but these 5 things I just mentioned now are the most important things if you want to go into importation. It is something you must learn how to do. You must follow my guidelines, and if you have any issue, as I said, you can actually reach out to me, comment on my comment section, the kind of business you do, and we'll be here to help you. My name is Mr. Importer Exporter, the #1 importer and exporter in Africa, and I say we are not too early one. See you in my next video.